Hello, hello. Welcome. Today we're finishing this. And that's about it. All right. Well, let's hop to, because I've got a lot to do today if I plan to finish this. So, first things first, unfortunately, I was unable to completely finish all the lines that I meant to. So, this is only partially done, and that's also partially done. I wanted to do the face on stream no matter what, but gotta finish these up real quick. Yes, hello. How's it going? Been a while since we've done an art stream. I was just, all consumed by Monster Hunter, so. But yeah, because I started working on this, but it was a rough day as far as like making things look good, so kind of just stopped. But that's okay. Today might be a rough day too, because it's my first time drawing after coming back for a while. Which you can probably tell because my hands do not want to draw any straight lines whatsoever. Literally none. The fuck is happening? All right. Did I want to warm up first? Unfortunately, no. I'm just gonna opt not to today. I'll get it figured out as I go. You normally should warm up, but I'm just not going to today. Because technically the lines will be the warm up, considering how much I have ahead of me today. And since I'm going to be overpainting, it doesn't terribly matter how good or bad the lines look directly. Do that. Which means that I get to move. Oh, wait, why am I on the polygon lasso? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okie dokie. There you go. Much better to have a small eraser. So, oh, hopefully my hand cooperates today. It's already not quite happy with what I'm doing. You know what I just realized? I don't have any music playing. Hold on. Let me turn it on. I guess it's just not in this scene. Hold on. There you go. That should be audible. Okay. There we go. Still not quite settled if I want the cucumber or not, but I'll draw it. I don't know quite how bumpy cucumbers are, but I know that they have some amount of bumpiness. So these lines shouldn't be straight. There we go. Okay. So if we do something like this, yeah. All right. Good enough for that cucumber. Okay. We're gonna do a new layer for the face. All right. The way I normally like to do these kinds of noses is technically wrong, but I like the way it looks. Something like that. It's pretty... it's a little bit too much on the erasing. Yeah, it's technically wrong, but I enjoy the way it looks. A lot of jitter in the lips. Why's my eraser so huge? There we go. All right. Hey, there we go. It's coming together. Perfect. There we go. This eye is actually a bit too skewed. Can I? Nope. Which hotkey is it? Nope. What did I do? Ah, there it goes. Is it Alt? No. Is it Shift? No. Is it Control? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so... yeah, that looks better. Kind of eyelashes. Yeah, she has pretty standard anime lashes. The way I'm going to do this is actually just going to make the top thicker. Into in the eyelashes. All right. Now I think that I need to adjust the head shape a little bit. Yeah. That'll be a bit better. Yep, that's much better. So I think, unfortunately, it kind of looks like she's smiling. And see, that's one of the things about the mouth that's so hard, is that literally all that matters is really the corners between smiling and not smiling. Good, I like that. All right. So going to take that, Shift J, move down and merge. Perfect. Now the face is still its own thing, except for one small part of it, but that's fine. So now we do base colors. So we select everything that is not Ina. Oh, that's Ina. Well, it's technically behind. I'm gonna have that be the hair. That's gonna be hair as well. So parts of the desk are notably not Ina. The tablet is also not Ina. Okay. Oh, not that. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Alt. There we go. So I think that's pretty much all of it. So we're going to expand by a couple pixels, invert, and then fill. That looks right. It's Ina's skin color. Ina's got bright skin, damn. Tentacle color. Gonna be smart and label my layers for posterity, I guess. So tentacle. Yep. So this one we expand. Fill. Yeah. Then the inner tentacle part. I'm actually going to make the inner tentacle a separate layer so as to make it easier for the next part, which is putting the little rings on the inner tentacle. Okay. I think that's all the visible inner tentacle. Yep. Inner tenty. Then we can take the orange rings, make a temporary pattern. Yes. Sorry, rasterized layer, that's what it is. Oh, sorry. There we go. Shift I, fill. Increase size. No, not control. Alt to shrink it a predetermined amount. Say like that. Select pixels, cut out of the other one. And would you look at that, we have a ring. Now we simply pattern it. There we go. Got a cool pattern. Cool. So, no, not merge everything, just merge these into one layer. Perfect. And then, well, I guess because, let's see, Ina does have, yeah, they are technically outlined, but I'm not sure if I want to outline them. We'll see. Let's see how it looks. So first, once again, duplication. Okay, so now I've made a very large pattern. Size-wise, that's probably about the right size, okay? So now we dupe, and then we line it up. And we're just gonna use the warp tool. This might be a bit too much because there's not enough vertices on this warp to make it sell quite right, I don't think. But I guess we'll see. Something like that. Seems about right, actually. Yeah, well, maybe not have them as harsh, they'll just fade a bit. We'll do that. Alright, that worked out. Let's do it again. Okay. Warp. Two more duplicates because it should be all that's left. Okay. Edit. Warp. Interesting. Okay. Yep, looks fine. Ish. Yep. Then for this one, I shouldn't need to do a whole hell of a lot, because even warping it wouldn't really change the way it looks. So the rest of these will move down to 80% as well. Then we can put the Gucci watermarks on some other parts. Oh, there's a better sample of it. What exactly is going on here? So it's this pattern. Just repeated, huh? So I don't know why, but suddenly like lines from RoboCop are just kind of like appearing in my head. Like, you know, he's like, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I'd buy that for $1." All that, just RoboCop's on the mind for some reason. For some reason. Okay. What is that? That's just a heart. With something going on underneath. Ah, there is a split down the middle. Then we have one of these stars. Cool. Gonna turn off the colors for now, so I can actually see what I'm doing. All right. So this looks like actually one of those, you know, those exercise balls that have like the handle on top. That looks kind of like that. And then a filled in heart. My fingies. There we go. So this is all oriented in an interesting way. So it's like this almost. And this guy up here should be about the same size as the rest of them. But he's sort of in between the two up here, which is weird, but okay. And Yeah, I guess that's correct. It's an interesting pattern. Now, turn back on the color. Once again, we are going to set up a pattern that repeats. Okay. So merge. Keep this guy separate. So here we have our Gucci pattern. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, I think, tentacles that are going to use this. So first, line it up. Then we're going to give it a very minor warp, just so it's not all completely flat on. Yep, there we go. So I'm actually going to move the rest of these down there with it. Okay. Yep, and we're just going to have this one rotate a bit to fit onto here. Well, actually, first, get them out of there. Yep. Nope. There it is. Edit, transform, warp, just ever so slightly. And we'll delete that. We'll take these guys. Move them upward onto this. And bam. So now that tentacle is Gucci. Yep. And then we'll probably have the Dr. Oopsie one be Gucci. So if I was smart, I'd probably just be theming the Gucci with whichever ones are what, right? Like offering help, or offering an alternative, offering help, offering comfort, holding something we use, trying to be a little brat. But I don't feel like theming, so I'm just not gonna. Now I'm going to decrease the size of this Gucci pattern. So something like yeah, something like that. Yeah. There we go. Then bam. Yeah, we'll just do two Gucci's actually. Whoops. Yeah, so just two Gucci's. I deleted the face somewhere. All right. Okay. Yep, everything's here. All right. Here. And the reason you do clean lines is so that you can do what I'm about to do, which is just drop in large swaths of color without having to actually draw them in. I can just use the magic wand tool to select everything and then just drop it all in. All right, there's her hair. Oh. Turn off the face temporarily. Yeah, all right. Expand, put together. Some stuff you still gotta draw, but whatever. And so here's a what color? So the dark part of her outfit is that, but we'll do the light part actually. So it'll be like this. Select, modify, contract, and then we are going to fill in like that. But wait a minute. Why is that the case? Is there a line missing here? Aha! Every time. Never fails. There we go. But, to be fair, could just do this instead. Yeah, so select, expand, invert, grab the color again. And we'll just do this. Yeah. Yeah, because I kind of overcomplicated this in the line layer, which is like technically fine, but probably shouldn't do. I also messed that up in the line layer. That's an overlap. That was supposed to be there already. Yep. Okay. I've relatively fixed that part. Just like how bright white the skin is. Let me darken it slightly. There we go. Now it's a little bit more pink, fleshy. Those tentacles look good. Thank you. I spent an amount of time adding texture. It's my second rule. Just cover that shit with some other shit, you know? Or not, sorry. That's the first rule. The second rule, which is to just add a bunch of details so nobody notices the things that are not quite right. Seems to have worked. Now, what are they doing? Actually, I'm not sure. Is that the same? Yeah, so the crown and the halo should be about the same color. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, neither's that. Okay. Get the halo. Oh. Apparently the tissue box wants in on that. So, the halo plus this. I think it might look better to just cover that whole thing in the hair color. And that's part of the problem with doing it by hand. The very small overlaps you end up getting, but so now we can do something like this. If I don't mess up the strokes on it. And we can do the same thing down here. Real quick and easy metal. Super simple. And oh, what is that thing colored? All right. Sure. So we'll put that on the clothing layer. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna undo that over that. And that should be good. So it's coming together. Again, always important to take, you know, stretch breaks or whatever the heck. Stretch your fingies. That's just my eyes playing tricks on me, okay. Well, next I think Ina has gloves. We'll include that in the clothing. If I expand. Invert. Here we go. Fill that in. Fill that in. Fill that in. Fill that in. And again. All right. All right. Also important to always hydrate. Hey, if you got water on you, just go ahead and give it a little drink. How about you? Sketches. Let me put all that in a folder so my layers aren't all out of whack. Yeah. Cool. Ina's got normal white irises. Pretty standard. All right. Her eyebrows just normal colored. Yeah, they're the same color as her hair. Well. We'll do that. And she's got like bright blue eyes, right? Yeah. Pretty light blue. We can actually have the dark overtake a bit. Looks more distressed. I definitely let a tangent happen here. There's a whole bunch going on where they're just meeting up. We're going to clarify. Like that. May not look quite right, but it's better than a tangent. Where's that? There's the clothing. Nope. Okay. Good enough. Next, drawing tablets and stuff. Hold on. Let me just look up an Intuos. There we go. Oh, if I can reopen, there we go. Just to get the right shade of black. Nope, not down there. Back behind here, okay. Yeah, okay. So, into that we go. And onto there and there. There. Select. Expando. And that should be good. Yeah. Oh god, why am I in a mask? Hold on. Honestly, I would delete the quick mask function. I accidentally press it so freaking often. God damn it. And that removes all of that I just did. Hold on. Alright, so expand few pixels. Now we fill it in. Huh? Hello? This is literally selected. Is that really covered with the skin tone? Guess so. Interesting. Well, let's also, let me guess, that is also covered in skin tone. There we go. And all right. I guess that's just dark enough of a color that it's being whack about it. Alright, base colors are looking fine. Put in a color for the desk. Tablet. Desk. I don't know, what color are desks normally? I'm just gonna make it simple. Yeah, I'll be fine. All right. Doesn't really matter there. Yep. Yep. All right, seems good. So now just a tissue box, which is just gonna make it be like a light blue. And that'll be white where the tissue is. And this will have a little bit darker bits of splotchiness for the design on the tissue box, as well as really light spirally shapes. It's a little bit too bright. Nope, that's a little bit too desaturated is what I meant to say. Right. And then that'll be the tag on the bottom. And we'll just do a quick shade while we're here. Yeah. Quick shade of the tissue. Cool. All right, that is a tissue box. Ta-da! All right. Tissue box for the Dr. Oopsie. I did not save the reference image I used, but I need to know what color Dr. Oopsie is. Hold on. Dr. Oopsie. Copy. There you go. Dr. Oopsie. So tissue box. Dr. Oopsie, or I guess Droopsie, as it appears to want to be called. All right, yep. Okay. We'll do the lighter top. We'll actually make that slightly darker. Yeah. All right. Okay. So then, over pretty much the entire can, we're just going to add this for depth. And like a silvery. So we put this in here for being silver. Then we add like a white reflectivity on it. Normal. Overlay. Nope. Was it lighten? Yeah, that works. I'll still maintain that. Soda lighting. Though to be fair, that should technically be a little bit less. Yeah. Then let's doctor. Oopsie. That's about right, however. Oh, I need to rasterize the type. Turn it like that. Give it a little bit of warp, because it's on something round. Wait a minute. No, other kind of warp, the other way around. So expand, 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 expand. That might be a bit too much. Yeah, it's almost certainly too much. Hold on. There we go, Dr. Oopsie. Oh, I think I see. Warp, yeah. So it's this guy here. Dr. Oopsie. Yep. No, nothing around it or anything. And make it the same color. Dr. Oopsie. Perfect. Now, what color should the straw be? Well, what you do is you take this, say 349. What's half of that? Like 160 ish. And then that should be the relatively opposite color. AKA complementary. So she's gonna have a little green straw. And it'll stand out nice. Now, of course, there's a 3-dimensional straw. We've got to add some of this. Probably help if I put it on the right layer, though. Yep, so on the lightness layer, give the straw some dimensionality. And since, I don't know, let's say it's plastic, give it some specular. Because plastic does that. There. Dr. Oopsie. So we got the tissue box and the Dr. Oopsie ready. Gotta get a notepad and a pencil. Let me grab pen, pencil, and paper. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Bam. So paper's normally at about 90, it looks like. Dr. Oopsie lighting. Okay. Pencil paper. Okay. So we take this, fill that in. Now, notably, that's not supposed to be like that. We take base color. Got to interweave the Gucci tentacles. Yeah, like that. And seal. And hell, let's take the silver whatchacolumns while we're at it. Since we're just taking colors. There we go. And I can take the specular bit. Oh, right, and races are just kind of pink, so I'll just do this. Just to add something on the paper texture-wise. I'm gonna do something like this. So it's not completely just blank white. But I think that's pretty much good. Okay, so I guess that has to do with the line art. Yay. So that's pretty much all I'll end up doing till the overpaint stage, I think. So it was the what was it called? The Dad Joke Compendium. Dark. Make it black text. Okay. There we go. Dad Joke Compendium Edition. So Dad Jokes Compendium Edition. No, we'll do Dad Jokes Compendium. Hi blank, I'm Dad Edition. So then we rasterize. No color. Just a rotation's not going to be enough for that. The High Blank I'm Dad edition of the Dad Jokes Compendium. Okay, so let us stick this on here. And we'll shrink it down a bit, put it in the center. Like that. Bam! Alright. Jokes. Put a space. All right. Beneath the tentacle. Down. So that's Dad Jokes. Book. Oh, what kind of book should we have? Like a leather bound, maybe? Let's see here. Dad Jokes book. We'll just do something simple, I guess. So almost black, but not quite. Still got to fix that, hold on. And let's go with white for the pages. Not all of the pages, however. So have some of it be like that. Okay. Maybe it's got like special binding. Why am I on that layer? What the fuck? What happened? Why did this end up on that layer? Yeah, I'll just do pseudo shading. Does not much in the way of like directional light, it looks like. However, we will hit lighten. All right. Turn off this. All right, now I need to know what a cucumber looks like. How's a cucumber look like? Cucumber. Right, like pickles. That checks out. You know, it's not a bad edit. Don't worry about that. Okay. Cucumber. How do they look? Green. Ah. Thank you. Let's see. Cucumber. There we go. It's green. It's done. If only. So there's this kind of stuff. Just bumpy of the lines. Some other of the stuff. Bumpy of the lines. Cucumbers are whack. All right, and then, yep, we're gonna use the super light stuff. Do stuff like that. It's kind of got a grayish plasticky reflected light on the bottom. Let's give it the speculars it apparently deserves. There we go. That reads as a cucumber well enough. Wait. I ought to take one of Ina's drawings and put it on her tablet, shouldn't I? Ina art. Oh, I'm just gonna get drawings of Ina, aren't I? Copy. I'll just stick this one on there because I imagine there was plenty of rough stuff going on in this one. There we go, underneath the tablet. Upside down. Do something like this just so that it becomes clear what exactly it is. I wonder what color a typical green screen is. Hold on. Green screen. Okay. There we go. We do that, and then we maximize saturation and leave lightness alone, maybe. Yeah. Yep, so perfect. So now there's also a green screenable version. Quickly double check. Yep, it looks like that's the only color that that's green for. Okay, so let's just do some quick overall shading. We just take a dark. We say that's going to be dark. Not the box. And not the halo. But the tentacle part. Well, actually, what am I doing? It's not the smart way to do that. There we have it. So we have inner tentacle. Make a new layer right over the top, and then we shade that in on the parts that are going to be a bit darker, such as the parts there and the parts that are overlapped. Then we say, hey, set this to overlay. Nope, not overlay. Darken. What was the one I used to set it to? It might have been darken and then decrease opacity. Yeah, it might have been overlay 50% opacity. Yeah, something like that. Just super simple. And then so shading. We have the tentacle. Add a layer there. Call it shading, or shad synth. That works too. That's a good name for that. Yeah, and then give that some shading as well. Yep. So back there, some here, a little bit by the arm. This whole bit back here, pretty much. Some of this under. The under part of this guy, the part by the table. So we go to 50% and overlay. Oh, not soft light, overlay. Yep. Okay. So now the tentacles are, for the most part, shaded. Cucumber, and label that one. And then shading for this part. So anything that would be in shadow. And things always cast shadows, so just put some around it. So for the most part, that should be fine. Uh-huh. Try to keep your lines fairly clear while you do this kind of stuff. By clear, I just sort of mean like readable, as in like you can tell where the lines are still. Yeah, and then keep that clear. Well, that one can probably be covered somewhat. Yeah. Gonna keep some shading around there. All the crevices and stuff. This is super basic and looks like shit right now, but that's okay. It transforms. Yeah, and then we'll keep that clear. She would be did a minor light shading on that already. I'll actually put a little bit of the shading on the back part of the halo. And the fingies, of course. Underside of the arm. Over here. And so we set it to overlay and drop it to 50%. And bam, then you can just do minor cleanup of some parts. But it still looks pretty nice, pretty clean. So that's super simple, super basic shading. Done very quickly. So you may notice that took me almost no time at all to get done, right? Oh, I forgot to put some down here on the face. Okay. And so we have finished very basic shading. Maybe bump up the opacity a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And with that, let's take a little brief moment, stretch, drink some water, do whatever you need. We're in the home stretch. Oh, I see that. Ought to be shadow underneath the finger over here, as well as underneath the hand here. There we go. And then need to make sure I include the, oh, what is it? It's an orange gradient? Yeah. For her tentacle squishy bits before I forget about it. So, yep, there's the hair. Gradient. Gradient. Okay. However, whoops. There we go. Bring that in line with everything. And also, okay, so everything else can go bye-bye. There we go. Well, 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 isn't that looking like a bit like Ina? Now, merge that down. Now, this is a different kind of texture than everything else in her hair, right? Yeah. So I got to give it some speculars. Some speculars. Yeah. Something like that. Pretty simple. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to overpaint this. We'll see how I feel after line coloring. Because, it might work better since this is sort of jokey to not actually overpaint it, but, who knows? Where's the... hair? I didn't quite read right. All right. There we go. And go down to the desk for the shading on that. Once again, just quick and easy shading. Okay, that was the wrong color. There we go. So quick and easy shading. Just basically go around stuff. Yeah, so this ought to have one too. That ought to be one. Ina being there has one. Has this been filled in the whole time? Hold on. Would appear it has. Contiguous, please. All right, so desk. We set overlay and 50%. Since the desk is a little bit harsher, why don't we set it to even lower, like 30%? And then we'll use the eraser to lighten up the edges, make it a little bit softer. So the big book. So let us do a little bit more on the hair. So we'll increase saturation and lightness because that's how I like to do the hair highlights. It's not quite right. There we go, that's about right. Yep. And let's just put it wherever the heck we want it. Wonder, her? Not really, okay. Okay, so just Fill them in like that with the speculars. Pretty simple. Quick and easy read. Yep, nice. Super quick and easy. Yep, something like this. And something like that. Super simple, basic hair. Okay, go in and again add speculars for that extra layer. And that is some of the fastest and simplest hair you can definitely do. Super duper easy. Let me smooth that out. Yeah. There we go. So I ought to change the background into something, shouldn't I? We'll do this. We'll go down to 60. Then we'll add. So we'll go down to 50 for some parts. We'll do 30 for this here to imitate a ceiling. Then do like 45. Like, yeah. Something like that. Just 2. Mitigate some of that. And we'll take this, we'll go down to 55. And maybe we'll add something here. Let's actually lower that a bit. Again, for some minor readability things. So let's go with down to 50 again. And then we'll do 45. We actually do 65. Make the top actually a bit brighter. Like if we just do this. And if we quote unquote put some posters on the wall. I'm gonna blur the hell out of this background, by the way. That's why I don't really care too much about making it look nice or neat. All that really matters is I get the general shapes right. Yeah, and then that being like that. And let's see. Can put some stuff on them. Just simple stuff. Yep. Just to add noise in the shapes back here. Right. And then let's blur the hell out of this. Filter. Blur, field blur. More blur. Yeah, like that. So it does seem vaguely like she's in an actual room. So that's perfect. Voila. Oh, actually, because those were separate, this is looking kind of weird. Let me do the blur on this guy as well. Yep. Now we merge. And now she is in a scene. All right, let's line color. I was about to say this looks good enough, but always line color. It brings extra life to things. So my go-to is 10 on brightness and 80 on saturation for line coloring. That's my go-to. So the majority should be probably, whoop. So the majority of it ought to be this color here. Now we do this, 1080. And the parts that are skin will come get the skin color. Oh. So I see a lot of what was going on back here that is problematic. I'll have to fix that here in a bit. So her face is on a different layer, so let me do that as well. No, that's not the right one. There you are. There we go. Yeah. And all right, gotta go back to this. There we go. Color each of these lines. I think that's all the skin tone lines. So now, got this guy, who I have planned to take the dark part, darkest part, and then do this. Maybe a little bit darker. Maybe I should keep the outline part of it dark. While the innards get to look like that. That might be better. Halo. 1080. Yeah, get the halo. Perfect. Get this. It should be mostly the same, I think. Yep. However, there's a little itsy bitsy thing. So we're actually going to do the opposite, where it's 1080. In order to get the seam here, I am on the wrong layer right now. There we go. On the seam here, to look the right color. Yeah. 1080 instead of 8010. And that is how that's going to look like that. Actually, the shading here on this hand is a little bit too much. Let me on it back. Good. So this actually should be a black outline on this guy. Perfect. One black outline on this one as well. Black outline on the book. Cucumber will be green. The Dr. Oopsie can be kind of silvery. Straw will also be green. Tissue box. Yeah, still fine. Since this is white, you want it to have a black. I mean, I guess you could technically do gray. A gray outline. Did I do the halo already? I did. Pencil. Give that the right color. That. Something like that. Probably no saturation on this one. Just silver. And then since this again is white, we'll do gray. So let me fix these while I'm in here. So this. Okay, good. Now this actually is a part of the inner tentacle. Inner tentacle. Perfect. Now shading. Oh, wrong shading. There's the shading. Okay. Right here. This should be the color of the hair. And not only that, it should also be shaded pretty much completely. Let's give these guys some extra lighting, actually. Right. And this one we will do not overlay, multiply, no. Lighten, I think. So lighten at like 50, maybe 30. Yeah, we'll do lighten at 30, we'll say that. Yeah, we'll do that. And honestly, I kind of don't want to overpaint this. Somebody else got some of that. Let's give him some. What up, eyebrows? So let's go to the hair. What is happening? Ah, that would be why. Yeah, I missed some of the orange part from this, and it made its way onto there. Maybe it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna overpaint this. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe. Okay. I mean, it looks good as it is, though, to be fair. How would it look to theoretically take the image, green screen out, and add another image? Doesn't look so bad, to be honest. So I can leave it green screen. She turns herself into a cucumber. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Goddamn quick mask fucking... I hate that shit. Delete channel. I wish I could just delete that hotkey forever, but I can't. Damn you, Photoshop. A little bit too big. Because let me see what this does. I'm mostly curious. Impressive. There we go. And we'll just blur this bit back here. Don't worry about it. Perfect. So save it as Ina Fanart. Save it as Wunderbar. Well, I'm happy with this actually. I was thinking of overpainting, but it being a funny meme kind of actually probably would be better if it was not like too good and overpainted. So I think I'm gonna leave it, which means that today actually ended up being shorter than I thought. I went zoom. I went pretty fast. So thank you very much for coming. I guess that was it. Make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.